today on Rappler. The Bureau of Corrections confirms the Masungi Georeserve will be used as the Bureau's headquarters. The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee probes alleged human trafficking at the NAIA. As former Senator Leila de Lima enters her 7th year in jail, her supporters urge President Marcos to free her. Another minor is killed in a gun attack in Pikit, Cotabato province. Tesla recalls more than 300,000 vehicles after its driver assistance system is deemed unsafe. Poblacion Oyster Bar, Wantusawa temporarily closes as it undergoes testing. And actor Bruce Willis is diagnosed with dementia. BuCor Acting Director General Gregorio Catapang confirms the Masungi Georeserve will be used as the Bureau's headquarters. Masungi Georeserve Foundation administrators say they found out when 5 cars and 20 men from BuCor swooped down on the reserve to conduct an ocular inspection. Foundation officials say BuCor personnel had a newly minted title of more than 270 hectares of Lot 10 under BuCor's name. Katapang says the use of the Georeserve is in line with BuCor's 5-year development plan. But the foundation notes the site is geologically unbuildable and the development will have, quote, expensive consequences for the environment. Katapang claims BuCor is the registered owner of the property and that it has the right to conduct activities in the area, including ocular inspections. The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee will investigate an alleged human trafficking scheme at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport after a chartered flight with airport police escorts took off with several, quote, unauthorized individuals on board. Senator Grace Poe reveals airport authorities were not able to stop undeclared passengers from boarding a Dubai-bound private jet on Monday, February 13th.
More than just a protocol glitch, the issue digs deeper as it involves national security and human trafficking.
Before this, the Philippine National Police Aviation Security Group already received an anonymous tip about a Dubai-bound aircraft involved in human trafficking that was set to take off the same evening. Aircraft inspectors ordered the ground handling company to immediately stop the aircraft, and the PNP-ASG also ordered the control tower to halt its departure. But the control tower was unable to stop the takeoff since the aircraft's flight navigation clearance was approved. Supporters of former Senator Leila de Lima call on the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to turn his words into action and free the senator as she enters her 7th year in jail. In a statement presented during a mass held at the EDSA Shrine, Catholic supporters of De Lima appealed to Marcos's, quote, sense of fairness, truth, and justice, and highlight that several key witnesses have recanted their testimonies. They add, De Lima's release should be done as a step toward unity, which was Marcos's call during the 2022 presidential elections. In a letter, De Lima thanked the clergy, saying she finds strength in the Catholic Church. February 24 will mark the end of 6 years since De Lima was arrested and detained in Camp Crame over trumped-up drug charges. Another minor is killed in Pikit, Cotabato province, just 2 days after a shooting incident involving school children in the downtown area. The victim, Justine Ababon, a 15-year-old 9th grader, was minding his family's store when unidentified men approached and fired several shots, hitting him in the chest. Ababon is the latest victim in a series of gun attacks in the town. 42-year-old farmer Lopez Guiama of Barangay Balongues, Pikit, was also shot and badly wounded in the same village. Guiama was driving a motorcycle on his way home when 2 unidentified men shot him. On Valentine's Day, a 13-year-old student was killed, while 2 school children were injured in Pikit. Tesla Inc. will recall more than 362,000 U.S. vehicles to update its full self-driving or FSD beta software after U.S. regulators say the driver assistance system did not adequately adhere to traffic safety laws and could cause crashes. Tesla says it disagreed with NHTSA's analysis, but ultimately agrees to the safety agency's request. Tesla adds it is not aware of any injuries or deaths that may be related to the recall issue. U.S. Democrat Senators Ed Markey and Richard Blumenthal say the recall was, quote, long overdue. Tesla could not be reached for comment, but CEO Elon Musk tweets the word recall for an over-the-air software update as, quote, anachronistic and just flat wrong. Oyster bar Wantusawa temporarily closes its shop in Poblacion, Makati following reports of food poisoning from diners. In January, Wantusawa's Facebook page was flooded with complaints from diners who alleged they got food poisoning after eating at the restaurant. Responding to the complaints last January, Wantusawa says laboratory tests on their oysters turned up negative for bacteria. The restaurant operators claim to be victims of, quote, social media bullying and hint at taking legal action against its critics. The restaurant is carrying out maintenance work and repairs to improve its quality of service. The Oyster Bar says it has been mandated by Makati City Hall to await water and oyster testing before resuming operations. Bruce Willis is diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia nearly a year after the Die Hard franchise star retired from acting. His family says Bruce's condition has progressed to a point where he faces, quote, challenges with communication, adding they find relief in finally having a clear diagnosis. Willis's oldest daughter, Rumor Willis, posts the statement on Instagram along with a photo of Bruce smiling at the beach. The family says it hopes Willis's diagnosis at the age of 67 would bring more focus to battling FTD. Frontotemporal degeneration is caused by progressive nerve cell loss in the brain's frontal lobes or its temporal lobes. Willis is best known for playing the tough-as-nails New York cop who pursued bad guys in the 5 Die Hard movies released from 1988 to 2013. And that's today's wrap. I'm Maria Ressa. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.